in spoken word, could have put in speaking, public speaking, but instead they decided to put down reading, which is definitely something they're going to do for you right now. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Andy Nowicki.
Hey everybody, my name's Andy, and tonight I'm going to read a passage from my book, The Insurrectionist, and it's available on Amazon and also from the publisher, but you probably aren't interested in that, so let me just go ahead and get started reading this passage. They called the Zap siren candy because, for so many, it indeed proved to be an actual siren's call. The grim fact, however, was seldom dwelt upon, since the Zap seemed to bring such a balm to so many an agonized existence that any and all side effects up to and including death by suicide seemed worth merely glossing over. Anything was viewed as better than renouncing this addiction, given that the alternative amounted to retreating back to reality, which for so many had grown to be a realm irredeemably awful, worse than death. Zap distribution had proliferated, mostly via black market channels, though with the tacit approval of the global coalition government, as well as all of its local constabularies and dominions, to meet a growing need in the wake of the overlord's assault on much of the human population, resulting in widespread misery and despair. In my case, Zap brought not death, but life. Not oblivion, but illumination. But I have no idea, really, why I, of all people, found myself rescued from death and shielded from harm, instead of meeting the all-too-familiar fate of the all-too-typical Zap-head junkie, that is, perishing by my own hand, prompted by seductive hallucinations of a counterfeit carnal paradise. Perhaps I was a specialty case, plucked out for dubious blessings, quite in spite of myself. Regardless, I was eventually visited not by a siren, but rather a muse. The song my muse sang me led me to greater clarity and to the fulfillment of my destiny, not to the hard, jagged rocks of pettifoggery, self-deceit, and self-destruction, as would a siren's deceitful tones. All glory be to my muse, whom I dare to invoke by her God-given name, even though I feel entirely unfit to do so, since it somehow seems that using her true name will cause my insides surely to melt like hot wax, leaving me a hollowed-out void of a man, entirely unfit to meet his maker, as soon I must do. Nevertheless, O Muse, I shall call you by your very name. Brittany. Brittany, you, dear one, are my newfound homeland. To you do I flee. You provide me shelter and sustenance in a time of famine and decay. Finally, you, my Brittany, inspire in me the courage to take up arms and properly strike against those who rudely invaded my consciousness and that of our world. Thank you. Again, that's a passage from The Insurrectionist. My name is Andy Nowicki, and that's all.
No, keep going for